So welcome everybody to my on the water review. I'm Split Lips. This is my first few trips out on the Vibe Seaghost 130. I really love this kayak, and I'm going to tell you my thoughts on it as I first started out with this thing. So immediately, my first day with the kayak out on the water paddling, I was initially thinking that, man, this thing is slow. But I had only used about a 30-pound kayak in the past, and this was years ago in rivers with current going with the current. So my view was flawed. Here I'm out on a windy lake in a 70-plus pound kayak. I'm actually moving quite well for a beginner paddler with a paddle that's too short. This thing handles really nice, tracks really well. I love it. I slapped the rudder down. Immediately I was in love with the rudder. I like being able to just continuously paddle and be able to change the direction in which I'm going. You can see how well that works here. Now moving on to fishing while in the seat. Pitching, flipping, while sitting down is all very easy from this kayak. I think the height of the seat is perfect. Doesn't really need to be any higher. And I even got to catch a fish on my very first time out, which was really cool. A lot of the time I know a lot of people struggle to slime their kayak. I got mine slimed up the very first day out. Flipping some toolies that I've never been able to flip before, because I've been a bank fisherman my whole life. This was a cool feeling. I don't really look all that happy, but I am. I'm just thinking at the same time here, and that's something that you guys need to do. When you're out on the water with your kayak, you go out with it kind of bare bone. You bring some rods with you, some gear, but really you need to be thinking the entire time. Now, what am I going to put? What am I going to put here? What's going to go there? What's going to help me out, right? And so that's what I've done in these past few videos. Now here I am out here on another day, still trying to figure out what I wanted to do to my kayak. The first thing I did was put an anchor trolley on here, and that is on here on this video. You can't see it, but as you can tell, I'm not drifting around like I was previously. I'm anchored up in a spot that I want to fish. I'm staying there, and it winds up being productive for me. Yak Attack anchor trolley is a great anchor. It's the lever lock anchor trolley system, and I really enjoy that, using that as well. I try and do a lot of research to every product I buy, or when I make a product to put onto my kayak. A lot of the stuff that I have on my kayak now, which will be in a later video, I have made myself, and I enjoy doing that more than I enjoy buying already made kayaks, because kayak gear is expensive. There we go, I get another fish here. The anchor's holding up well. This guy's speeding all over the place. Not a huge fish, but it was a good fish to catch. So I get this guy unhooked. He shook the claws right off of my craw, Mag Daddy Gambler craw. But let's get this guy back, and we'll talk about standing stability for a new guy to a kayak. So I stand up extremely easily in this kayak. I was a little shaky at first, only because I have heard the horror stories of standing in kayaks, but honestly, the stability of this kayak at 550 pound capacity is amazing. The secondary stability kicks in if you lean over a little far, almost pushes you back to where you need to be. As you see, I set a hollow hook set there, and I was in no danger of falling. This thing is awesome.